information I have.
Yeah. Hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it. Just don't say anything. You have my social security card.
Yeah, that's all my like shit like this is in the bank. Did your mom ever put it like in a safe deposit box in the bank? So I think if you lose this, you're fucked, right? You're properly fucked.
I'm pretty sure you can get a new one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but like birth certificate.
Yeah,
if you lose that, you're fucked, right?
I have all my stuff.
Like you have your birth certificate here.
Yeah, I have it in a firebox. But yeah, that's crazy though. How a couple pieces of paper define your life.
Yeah.
Just a couple pieces of paper.
Your birth certificate.
Social security card.
Your social security card.
If you get a passport.
Passport? Boy, do I need to get a fucking passport.
Me too. Yeah, I need to get a passport. Not speaking of passports, but kind of on the topic of traveling, I've thought of some things. These are some very, very big imaginative. Like this is dreaming. This is dreaming. Yesterday, I was full of it. But I thought about what life would be if we just lived in a van and just traveled from park to park for a year.
Yeah. I think the biggest expense would be gas, but...
Yeah, the biggest expense would be gas, and I think our biggest, like, what would you call it? Fuck.
Surely it would be less expensive to do that than to live in an apartment for a year, correct?
Probably.
Surely.
Probably. There's definitely some learning curves to living in a van, because, like, if you break down, you got to know how to fix it, because who's gonna save you?
Oh, I can change a tire. That's about it.
I can do oil, I can do tire, I can do the basic shit. But like if there was like something wrong with the engine, I wouldn't know what to do. Like if we were to do something like that, I would 100% like basically take the van apart and put it back together just so I know how to do it, to build it.
I've thought
just
about
in case we're in that situation.
I've thought about being a semi driver for a year to see what that's like. Not that I do that long term.
Yeah.
But I feel like they make pretty decent money. And are you able to get like internet hotspots? Like, is it something?
I think you can get portable Wi-Fi, yeah.
To keep in like my semi truck. I've thought about getting some fucking Wi-Fi hotspot so I could do my fucking online classes.
It's just in
for
the back of
college. And just make deliveries to make money.
Yeah, that'd be fucking cool.
Just for a year.
But yeah, no, that'd be like the biggest problem with the van. There's got to be some jobs out there that you can have while you're living in a van, but like...
Yeah, it'd probably be all online, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Like you could resell some shit on eBay.
Yeah, you could do resale work, or you could do stocks. If you're really good at stocks, you could probably fuck up with the market.
You could be a transcriber. I tried to be a transcriber.
Really? I saw that. I saw a couple of ads with that.
That's where you caption videos, and I believe it's just captioning videos. I don't think there's any other.
It's basically just to aid the deaf.
Yeah, so they'll give you like a video, this online company, and you'll have to listen to it and type out the captions.
Yeah.
And you have to take a test in order to be a transcriber, and I guess only 4% of people that like take the test. It's some crazy low number like that.
Didn't know that.
Pass and get the job. And I remember the test was, it took me like 3 fucking hours or some shit to do. And they said, we'll let you know your results in a couple weeks. And it said I failed and that I could retake the test. But I'm like, dude, this is just something I thought I'd take the test to see how it would work and everything. I don't want to fucking study my fucking grammar to do this shit and make fucking...
Yeah, no, that's too much effort.
Yeah.
Because then you get what? $5 per paragraph.
I don't remember what it was, but it's nothing crazy. It's just like a little side hustle.
Yeah.
I'm already fidgeting with the Rubik's Cube.
You fidgeting with that is better than any other fidget, I feel like, because that one doesn't make that much noise.
No, and I'm being pretty.
Let me see one of those.
Can I have it back?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a little quiet with it, because I could get noisy with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see is how noisy can it get. This is probably my least favorite Rubik's Cube.
This is probably my favorite Rubik's Cube because it's not a real Rubik's Cube.
And you can actually do it.
Yeah. Thank you for your Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought about just kind of... Because I saw a video about with Gary V.
Mm-hmm.
You know Gary V. He was like, yeah, if you're turning 22 or you're 22... These next 5 years are your prime, so don't take risks or don't not take risks.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get the perfect job your parents always wanted you to get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here in the office fuck me, dude.
Yeah, fuck me.
So I mean, I don't know. So I was just thinking outside of the box and trying to see what if I were to quit my job right now for a little bit. What would I do? I don't know. I don't know if I'd necessarily quit or do some
Well, you have to, right? It's not like you could say, hey, I'm going to take a month off.
You could do co-ops and stuff.
What's that?
So you can work for a certain amount of time, take some off. It's mainly for people new hires with school or interns with school.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come on a co-op and say they'll work their winter break, but then they can't work when they're back in school. So I had the chance to do a co-op after my internship because my internship was in the summer. I went back for that semester and then I had all winter break off. Well, I could have co-op for that winter break and then went back to school after the co-op. But I was like, fuck that. If I'm going into this office at 21 years of age, I'm not going to spend my winter break, my last winter break, working.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, I miss winter break. I miss school in the sense that I miss the breaks of not having to go to school because it was so goddamn cozy. Yeah. Winter break was the coziest.
Oh, I love spring break.
Nah.
It was short and sweet. I will say that it wasn't the long, lengthy summer or winter break, but it was just the spring break is, especially in college. I guess it was more of a college spring break that
I because in college you get a month off.
Yeah, you get a month off, and I was more free. I was traveling. I could travel on my spring break.
Yeah, K through 12 spring breaks, they give you what, a week?
Yeah, close to a week.
Yeah, I never liked spring break because it was just a tease.
Yeah,
they gave me blue balls.
Hey, a couple months later you'll be off school, but here's a week.
Here's a week. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And it was cool because it was always at least for us, the starting week of March Madness. So that kind of added some excitement to the ordeal. Because I never did the let's go to Florida for a spring break sort of deal.
Oh, yeah, me neither. I never
You know how much semen?
Partied.
You know how much semen is on those beaches?
A lot. A lot. Dude, there's probably so much.
I wonder just the volume that is produced in Miami on spring break.
Just a level of testosterone, dude.
You think how much do you think is extra? What's the word? Extra seated
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
How much cum do you think's produced in Miami on spring break?
Oh man!
So let's say a week or a weekend? A week. A week.
A week?
A week in Miami.
So let's
just take it all up and put it in jugs. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna calculate this because I'm gonna like put some science, some research behind it. But take a wild guess.
I'm gonna guess. I guess my unit is gonna be gallons, huh? Right?
I would have thought
Or barrels.
barrels. Nah. I would have done like amount of loads gone.
Oh, so just like individual.
What's a number of loads?
I'm gonna guess. Can you look up the population of Miami, please?
Population of Miami is 450,000.
So I wonder how many students go down there.
I would say roughly 10 to 20,000.
Same thing.
10 to 20,000.
So I bet there's.
10 to 20,000. Let's say 50% of them are. Nah, I'll go 60% of them are men.
60?
Yeah.
Of 10,000, so about 6,000 loads. One load a day would be 7 times 6. That's roughly what?
Yeah, here we go. So how many? So we have 6,000 men on the beach.
Yep.
And they bust a load, let's say one time a day. They have that one,
It's not going to be one, but yeah, just for like a...
Yeah, no, for like an average, like
yeah.
somebody who goes to the beach, they're gonna fuck probably once a night.
Right.
Let's say.
At least. 6,000 times 7.
7, because there's 7 days in the week.
42,000 loads.
There's 42,000 loads. What is the app? Okay.
Now, I'm taking that 42,000 and I'm multiplying it by 3.
Because...
And that's my final answer. Because I think
more people.
If I'm
once.
in Miami on spring break, I'm busting at least 3 nuts a day.
A day?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
That's 126,000 nuts being excreted. Yeah. That's the word. Excreted. Wow. Now I bet that turns into.
I would say roughly around 100K.
500 gallons, maybe?
100K. 100K nuts.
It was 100K nuts. Have you heard the term Alaska fucking and Miami fucking?
No, what?
Alaska fucking's when you're fucking and you're dry and it's cold outside. Miami's fucking is when it's just hot and wet. It's all wet.
No. So when a male ejaculates, it's generally produced around 2 to 5 milliliters of sperm. 2 to 5 milliliters. So let's do milliliters to gallons. So wait. So we had 100,000. It's 2 to 5. So we'll average it around 3.5. Okay. So we have. Hold up. Per nut, we have. So let's say there was 100,000. Let's just
100,000 nuts.
100,000 nuts on Miami.
Sure.
Okay.
On spring break.
Okay. So that is. Whoops. That is about 350,000 milliliters of sperm.
Okay.
And we take 350,000. That's just under 100 gallons of sperm in 1 week.
So about 100 gallons of nut in a week.
100 gallons of nut.
Now I'm curious. Week. I'm gonna take this one step further.
Okay.
How many sperm are in a nut? I want to see the population that is nutted in 1 week in Miami of potential human beings. 200 million? 200 million sperm per nut.
Per nut. So there's
100,000 nuts.
100,000 nuts.
Hey, hell of a topic we started off with.
200 million.
That's going to be some. That's 100,000 million.
Quadrillion. 20 quadrillion.
People.
Can
you divide that by 7 billion, please? Boy, math is fun, isn't it? That's 700 million. No, that wasn't. That was 7 billion.
You said 7 billion.
Did I? I did. So, in 1 week, you heard it here first. Now you know, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
In 1 week in Miami, on spring break,
The male spring break attendance can.
what is that number? Males bust out the world population 2,857 times.
That's ridiculous.
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
You know how many goddamn Elon Musks are in that, dude?
Wow.
People like Elon Musk and people like presidential people and smart people.
I don't know how much smart people are gonna come.
You ever
from
think about
dumb
that?
Beef boys.
I think about that a lot. Like how many people aren't here?
Just because their sperm didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't win the sperm race.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Like
I had 199 million.
999.
I had 9. Bro, I had one under 200 million chances to be somebody else.
Yeah, you would be you right now.
That's
you won.
ridiculous.
You fucking won.
I
dude.
won.
That is crazy.
And
I think
that's why you should celebrate every fucking day, because you are the 1 out of 200 million.
I think it's more likely to pick a fucking perfect NCAA bracket
I think it's more.
than to be born.
Yeah, I think it's easier to fucking win what is it called? The Powerball.
I heard a stat that all the possibilities of a March Madness bracket, if you do it on a piece of paper, like my bracket I have on a piece of paper,
Oh yeah.
if you stack them all up, I know they'll for sure go to the Earth to the Moon. I don't remember if the fact was
I think they went to
from Earth to the Moon and back. I thought it was the Moon. You thought it was the Sun?
Yeah. March Madness.
Hey man, but the North Carolina Tar Heels are in the final goddamn four, Michael Lawrence. Fuck Duke, dude. I'm gonna be so heartbroken. If they lose to Duke in the final four, I'm gonna be so heartbroken. I'm gonna be such a happy boy if they win. I saw some news that the Hubble telescope has seen a new furthest distant object.
Really? Oh, was it that like orange?
Mm-hmm.
Where it looked like a star.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
that little
Yeah,
half
I saw
circle.
that. Yeah.
I think it was what 12-something billion years old. That light,
Yeah.
and the universe is what 13-ish
Yeah.
billion years
Yeah.
old.
You know what's crazy though? I heard this. It's something about. This is beyond our physics. This cannot be done. But something I heard was, if you put a mirror, like let's say 15 light years away, or if you personally was 15 light years away, you could see Earth being born.
15?
I don't know if it's 15. Not
No, that would mean I'd see the Earth 15 years ago. It was 15.
light years.
Yeah, I think.
No, 15 light years is not 1 year.
Okay, like if I was looking at the Earth 15 light years away, I would see the Earth as it was 15 years ago.
15? No.
Because it took the light from Earth 15 years to travel through space to
15
me.
light years.
Hey, you're kind of fucking retarded, huh?
No.
I think you are. Or am I retarded?
Light years.
Are you serious? If I'm 1 light year away, looking at Earth, I see Earth as it was 1 year ago.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I was thinking of distance. Like the distance of a light year.
Oh.
Which that's okay. That's yeah. So you need to, instead of traveling 15 light years away, you need to travel 15 times. What is that? 6 trillion miles. That's how fast 1 light year travels.
I wish our brains could comprehend that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish when you said a million, I would be able to appreciate what a million is. Or like
Even looking at
quintillion
$1 million, it doesn't hit you of how much that is.
I've told you about that video where the dude visualizes how much $1 billion is, right? Maybe I haven't.
But I've seen videos like that. I think where like, oh, here's 1,000,000 grains of rice, and here's 1,000,000,000 grains of rice, and the 1,000,000 grains of rice look just minuscule compared to the 1,000,000,000.
I'll have to try and find it so I could send it to you. But the dude typed out $100,000 on like a Word document.
Yeah.
And then he copied and pasted, so it was $1 million. And then he copied and pasted that, so it's $1 billion, all made up of $100,000, just all typed out. And it's just he's just scrolling through the pages of all these 100,000. He's like, oh, hey, I want to buy a Lamborghini. Let me delete $300,000.
Just 3
and
rows.
It's so minuscule. It's like, oh, let me get one for my mom. Oh, I want a red one. And he makes all these different purchases, and it doesn't make a fucking dent, dude. No matter how much you buy.
If I had, the amount, I would give most of that away.
I imagine I would if I had the money Jeff Bezos would.
Not necessarily like strategically give it away. Not just like, hey, here's $1 million, but like, hey, I want to treat every single person that's been in my life with a brand new car, and even if I do that, it will, it might bust down 50 million, but
yeah,
that's nothing to me.
I'd probably definitely do that. I would think it's weird because I imagine most people would say to themselves, including me, that if I had the money Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk have, I would give a lot of it away. Yeah. But then, obviously, I've never been in that position.
Yeah, you haven't had that much.
So I wonder,
would that greed? I wonder what greed. When would greed take over?
I think at that point, it's. Well, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Hey, when are we gonna learn to
fucking learn to shut the AC off?
It's only our 14th time doing this. But I think at a certain point, it's not about having more. It's about... Man, it is about having more, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about a certain amount. It's just about more. It's like a game to those people.
Where they're
like, what can I do to make this income quicker and more efficient?
Yeah.
And so it's not really a number.
No. Because... the Jeff Bezos and the Elon Musks of the world, their mindset, I could be completely wrong, but I think their mindset along the lines is, how do I take this $1,000 and turn it to 10,000, and then how do I turn that 10,000 to 100,000? How do I turn that 100,000 into $1 million? How do I turn that million to 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, and so on? That's the mindset that will get you very rich, but that takes years of trying to figure out what you can do to turn that money into more money.
And a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, like Elon Musk has, 7, 8 kids?
Does he really?
He has a lot of kids, but I don't know, you have that many kids, but you're constantly in a warehouse or a factory producing Tesla cars.
Sleeping in your fucking conference rooms.
7 children.
Didn't he name one something fucking weird?
Yeah.
Like some Star Wars.
XAE.
Yeah.
Is it XI? I don't. That's definitely not how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
But it's a weird name.
Is that the only one of his kids that's named like that? Like, are the other ones normal names?
Yeah. So you have that XAEA whatever. Then you have Nevada Alexander Musk, Xavier Musk.
I like Nevada.
Damian Musk, Griffin, Kai, and Saxon, and maybe Exa? Dark? That's kind of an exotic one too. EXA. Exa?
Exa? Za?
Za?
Eza?
Eza?
I bet it's Eza.
That sounds like a Z though.
But I think X could make a Z. I don't know. English is fucking weird.
Yeah, dude. Ever since I've been playing Wordle, it's got me thinking how fucked up.
I've never done that.
Wordle. Wordle's fucking fun. You want to play one?
Sure.
Let's fucking play one, Tyler.
Let's play a goddamn Wordle.
Oops. That's what I meant. All right. Do you know the rules of this?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So you guess 5 letters, or a 5-letter word. Gray means the letter's not in the word. Yellow means the letter is in the word, it's in the wrong spot. Green means it's in the word and it's in the right spot.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your first guess? Because I've played these before. I know.
E.
What?
E.
Did I say letter? I meant word. What's a 5-letter word?
Sport.
Sport. Wow. What a fucking start, dude. So S is not in the letter. P is in the letter, it's in the wrong spot. O is in the correct spot. R is not, and T is not. We have 4 out of 5 letters already, which is very. This is this is a great start. So I already know. I think I know it.
What is it?
Troop.
Troop.
Nope, not troop.
Oh, and so you. Oh, okay. I see this. So we have that many amount of guesses to guess the word.
Yep.
So
it's not troop, but T, R, and O are in the right spot, and P can only be in one other spot. So it is T-R-O-P, but what's the last letter?
My dumbass?
This is where it gets me though.
Am I a dumbass?
Why?
T-R-O-P. What the fuck does that mean?
See, this is why English fucking sucks, because you think it looks like, oh hey, look, I can think of this. But then like, what the fuck does this?
Tropes?
Tropes? Like an E?
Try an E.
Trop?
We'll try an E. T-R-O-P-E.
That's it. I don't know what that is though.
The fuck is a trope?
Trope, a figured or metaphorical use for a word or explanation or expression. Sorry.
I don't even know what that means, dude.
Create a trope.
Figurative use of a word or expression.
I have no idea what this shit is.
English, man.
Yeah, dude, English is weird.
Spanish is real easy. Spanish is easy.
Oh, Spanish is super easy. Like, I got speaking Spanish like that because if you know the Spanish alphabet, you can speak it.
Spanish is easy. I've been learning French lately, and that's really
close to
very
Spanish.
close to Spanish. Yeah, that's pretty easy. It's just being able to use your throat.
See, and I never tried to go any further than Spanish because I cannot roll my R's. So it's like, how much more can I do?
I think the more you practice, the better you'll get. Because I can't roll my R's unless I do like a breath like that. Yeah. And people make fun of me for it.
Well, you also can't whistle, so.
I can't whistle, no. Yeah, French is weird because it's all nasally.
Oui, oui. I have. There's actually a new hire who sits right next to me who sounds. I haven't talked to him because I don't fucking communicate with anybody at work. I just do my fucking work like a good boy. But I believe he's French. You know, and he's got that wicked French accent.
French is the official language. I didn't know this in 26 or 29 different countries.
Really?
The official language, yeah.
Damn. I knew it was the love language.
Yeah, I know they speak it a lot in. I don't know if it's the official language of Canada, but I know they speak it a lot in Canada, and they speak it a lot in Louisiana. That area,
Louisiana.
So I believe that's
a weird spot.
I believe that's where the French landed when.
Oh, that makes sense.
They came over with good old Christopher Columbus.
The good old CC. Sailed the ocean blue in 1942. 1842. Was it? Yeah, it was 1842.
No.
Was it 1742?
1842, Michael?
I have no idea.
1842?
I suck at years, dude.
I think it's 1492. 1842.
I'm also dyslexic as fuck, so.
1842 is like Civil War era.
Christopher
the ocean blue in 1492.
Columbus sailed the sea, the ocean blue, 1492.
Woo!
I'm dyslexic, dude.
1842.
1842.
Bro, that's 100 years from 1942, dude. That's when America was discovered? Are you shitting me?
I don't know dates. Dates was the worst part of history, and I'm also dyslexic.
Yeah, so. I feel like even if you just sit there and think through that, like, okay, 1842. I add 100 years.
Did it look like I thought about it, Tyler? I just said something. 1492, and I said 1942.
Yeah, that's interesting how
your brains can just switch it.
Mm-hmm.
And you say it. D's and B's, P's and B's.
I've experienced that a little more recently.
Really?
Maybe
I'm rubbing off on you.
It's just words. It's not like my letters or like reading. I don't have any dyslexia issues.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll say like, I got a fuck. It's a tree green instead of saying it's a green tree.
Yeah. It's like your mind is working faster than your mouth. So like your mouth tries to catch up with your brain and what you're trying to say, so it skips words. It's like, hey, catch up to me, pussy.
Pussy?
Here's some fucking words. And you spit out and you just cut out half your sentence. But
I was listening to
it's been a rough time with that.
Oh, dude, I remember when there was multiple instances when we were playing video games.
And I'd say some dumb shit.
And you'd say some dumb shit. Like, you would be dead, and you'd be spectating me, trying to give me instructions on where the enemy team was.
Yeah.
I remember specifically in Rainbow Six Siege, I was... I don't know...
I think there's a clip of it. Is there a clip of it?
There's a clip somewhere. I don't know if it's on my old PS4 or your PS4. But I'm like, Michaels dies, right? And the way Rainbow Six Siege works, it's like, it's pretty realistic in terms of bullet to damage ratio on the human body.
Like,
so like
if you hit in the head, you're dead.
You're dead. It only takes a couple bullets for you to get got.
Yeah.
And so Michael's dead. I believe the rest of my team is dead. It's a 5v5. And I'm the last one, and there's maybe like, I don't know, one, two. It doesn't matter, right?
No.
It doesn't matter. And I remember I went up to the window, I believe, of a building, and Michael said, he's on your left. And I look left, and I
you get shot
blatantly get shot from my right, in my right shoulder. I'm like, Michael. And this happened probably what?
Oh, more than once. It was a lot.
Over a plethora of different games.
I have recently, because that was very embarrassing for me to mix up my left and rights. So now I consciously think about left and right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was that point in my life. I sucked at left and right.
Dude.
I couldn't.
I sucked at left and right, he said.
And I've noted, this was like when I was like 15, 16, 17. This wasn't like when I was 12 or 9.
Or fucking 4.
Yeah, no. I was driving.
I got so frustrated at that game. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah. That was probably the most frustrated I got at a game. But I still didn't break my hand.
that was the most negative I've ever been in my life, was when we were playing that game, Rainbow Six Siege.
Most negative and
just overall.
Tyler was a hostile creature back then.
Yeah, I was a hot boy.
Yeah.
I listened to this new podcast at work. It's called Your Brain on Facts, and it'll select a subject. I've only listened to a couple episodes. The first episode was like scandals, and it'll just go through for like 20 minutes. And it'll spend like a couple minutes just giving you random facts of scandals. But there was, on episode 2, it was scientists naming stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, the amount of goddamn animals on this planet is ridiculous. I didn't know, but they're finding new species and they're naming new animals every single day.
Really?
Like in the ocean, every single day.
I know there's a shit ton of creatures in the ocean we don't know about because we haven't explored the depths of it.
And 80% of all living species, you may have to fact check me on this, because I don't know if I remember this right, but 80% of all living species on planet Earth are classified as beetles.
Beetles?
As beetles. That's how many goddamn beetles there are on this planet. But they were talking about how they name animals and how like scientists have a sense of humor and they'll name, funny stuff. But
oh, like that. What was that bush? There was a bush. So me and Ty went to Botanical Gardens in St. Louis a while ago, and there was like some pussy. It was a bush or some flower that was named Pussy Liquor or something.
Was it Pussy Lips?
I think it was Pussy Lips.
There was a bush named Pussy Lips.
Yeah, I think I have it. But continue your story while.
But I'm listening. I'm like, how many goddamn animals are there that they're just naming them every day? And they're going like through celebrities just nonchalantly and saying like, oh, Brad Pitt has 2 wasps and a beetle named after him. Obama and Michelle Obama have, I believe, like 8 something species named after them. And like, it's almost like every single celebrity has an animal named after them. That's how many fucking animals are. But there was a funny example where these 2 scientists, I believe, weren't too fond of each other. I think they're on different political spectrums, and all the animal names are in Latin. So these 2 scientists, I forgot the specific names, but they would name the animals they discovered as like as a diss to the other scientists. So
really? So it was just like a war between 2 people.
Naming animals, yeah. One named like a beetle, something that meant like fat in Latin.
Yeah.
And the other one named something that was like dumb or stupid in Latin. And then one names, I think a wasp or something, like 4 different names in the beginning of the Latin names were F-O-A-D.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, you know, whatever a Latin fucking F name would be.
Yeah.
But it stood for, the F was F-O-A-D, fuck off and die.
Oh shit.
So there's a wasp
God.
or a fucking beetle out there somewhere whose name means fuck off and die.
Damn.
In Latin.
Damn. Imagine getting stung by that wasp. Hey, you got stung by fuck off and die.
I think so. If you discover an animal, do you get to name it? Is that how that works?
I believe so. Because that's the way it works in astrology. It's like you find a meteor and you can name it after you.
You legally get to name it? That's cool. That doesn't go to like the state.
Nah, yeah, no. I think because there was I believe this is true, but there was a movie. It's Don't Look Up. It's on Netflix. It's about a meteor that's gonna crash into Earth, inevitably crash into Earth, and they have like 6 months or something to fucking tell the world about it, so they can.
Oh, with Leo.
Yeah, with Leo and Jennifer Lawrence and what's the guy's name?
I'd be down to not today, but I'd be down to see that.
Okay.
Because anything like space, I'm pretty game for.
Interstellar, you liked? You like it?
I liked if it wasn't 18 hours long.
Yeah, it was 3 hours long, but yeah.
Or like history, fucking war events. I'll watch any of those movies.
Now,
or have an easier time watching them, I should say.
No, don't Look Up. That was a good movie. That was a very good movie. But yeah, anyway, so like the character Jennifer Lawrence was playing, she was the one that actually discovered the meteor, and she got a shit ton of backlash because this is the meteor that's gonna hit Earth. So it's like, oh shit, your meteor is gonna fucking kill us. So, I mean, if you're gonna watch it, that's all I'm gonna say. But
I imagine it's really only the scientists though that are finding new species and new.
Yeah, no,
because I don't know how to find a new species.
it's only the people who are actively looking for it that are gonna get to name those.
And let's say I find a goddamn fucking caterpillar. How the hell are you gonna know that it's a new species?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be educated, and there's probably a place that you could take a picture of it and send it in, and they'll be like, yeah, that's new, or no.
I know they have, like, some people, like, my biology teacher in high school said he carried a book around that has, like, I forget what it's called, but it's basically a book of all different types of animals or all different types of plants that you would come across in Missouri or
Oh, yeah.
the states around you.
Yeah, I have a Kansas wildlife and tree classification book.
That's what it is. Yeah,
in my
it's a classification book.
my hunter's backpack.
Yeah. So I mean, I would first like consult that book and see if oh shit, is it in here? And if that's the case, then I take it to Google image search. You know how you can take pictures of shit and Google will search it for you?
Oh yeah.
Without even typing something.
What would you name an animal?
Technology's fucking crazy. Los. I would 100% try to get my name out there because it is so mispronounced that I want something named after my last name so people learn to fucking say it
Los.
right.
Just Los? That would be the animal name? Just Los?
Yeah.
It's a cool name, though, for an animal. That's a Los. So what's the plural? Lease?
Lease. Nah. Loses?
Loci?
Loci.
Those are loci.
I like loci.
It's a group of loci.
It's a group of loci. Loci, leases.
I don't like leases.
Me neither.
Fuck those things.
Yeah, fuck leases.
Dude.
Nah, I say loci.
Loci?
Loci. Yeah.
What would your animal be that you discovered?
If I could pick an animal.
Realistically, it would probably be a bug or
I would say
something.
A fish. Some sort of fish.
Fish?
Yeah.
I guess realistically it could be a fish too because there's a lot in the ocean.
Yeah, but I'm a big fish guy. I like aquatic animals.
I don't think we're finding any new mammals.
Nah, dude.
Ever.
I think pretty much land animals, mammals.
Yeah,
those are all discovered.
I think we got the land figured out.
Unless like something is crossbred, but then it's like a crossbreed name.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're at a point where we know every animal that's on this surface, and now we just don't know what's below it. This is crazy. Have you heard the theory of a hollow Earth?
Yeah, I think that was on maybe was that on one of the conspiracy theory podcasts we listened to on the way back from St.
I believe
Louis?
so. Yeah, because I think what brought that up is I was watching Godzilla versus Kong, and that has a hollow Earth theory to it. But it's just ridiculous because we only know so far down. We're guessing about the mantle, the core. What's the other one? Oh, the outer mantle, the inner mantle. That's all guesses. We don't know because we
but I feel like
we can't probe far enough down.
But I feel like we have a pretty educated guess based on like stuff we could observe on the surface, like our magnetic field and the northern lights.
Yeah, but who's to say?
Like I don't think it's hollow.
Who's to say? But who's to say that's not just within
some fucking population down there making it happen? Yeah. Wow.
Because there could be like a not an extraterrestrial. That's outer space. What is it called? Just an advanced civilization below us, just tinkering with shit that affects the surface. And maybe they know it's doing. Maybe they're aware that it's affecting, and they're aware of us, or maybe they're not.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy if they didn't know we were here. Dude.
Yeah, and there's just two completely different civilizations living on the same planet, but have no recollection of any of it.
What was that book? I gotta put on my book list. I know the cover is a light bulb, but it's about an underground frequency.
Is that the one that you fucking hated?
That's the one I hate. I don't have it. This book.
Oh.
It's a fiction book. It's a black cover with a light bulb on it, and it's about an underground civilization. But I believe they're humans, and I don't remember if they had to go underground because of some natural disaster, or if they had always been there.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. You think you can survive an apocalypse or a natural disaster, a catastrophic natural disaster? Like if nuclear war broke out and you got into a bunker for 10 years, you think you come out and thrive?
As much as you could.
Yeah. Or like if an EMP hit the entire world. That's crazy? An EMP can fuck up this world like that.
That's the thing that fucks up electronics, right?
Electromagnetic pulse.
I bet Daddy Elon's got some defense to that.
Oh, I bet you he does. But I'm saying an EMP can fuck up the world because cars, phone, just anything electric, lights, even it's just gone. It's just gone.
I like Daddy Elon.
Protector and savior of the world.
Yeah.
Do you ever think he'll become president?
I hope so. I think
there's got to be some next step for him.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
He's going to be ruler of Mars.
Nah, dude, he's going to be fucking ruler of fucking space.
Dude, when you get to Mars, you can do whatever the fuck you want to.
Yeah.
Who's going to come stop you?
No, nobody. There's no government. There's no government up there.
Dude,
There's no...
what if Elon is evil and he's just putting on a fucking mask? So when he gets to Mars and builds up the population enough,
he's just Hitler in that bitch.
he could run a tyranny and he could be king of Mars and do whatever he pleases.
That's ridiculous to think about.
Because he's rich as all hell. Money
Yeah.
means nothing to him.
I mean, when you're in Mars, money means
He could
nothing.
buy anything he wants to. So he's looking for a new level of excitement, and that new level of excitement is being
a fucking ruler.
a ruler. A tyrannical ruler. Because that's the only thing that he can't get
Here. Yeah.
He can get everything else he wants here. That's what I do.
That's crazy.
Set up a population and
yeah. That or he takes over Mars and it just keeps expanding. Who knows what's next?
Who's gonna stop you, bro? Is
Nobody.
NASA gonna come and fucking
dude. No, the Space Force.
the Space
They're
Force.
the ones that have the aluminum foil hats on.
And fucking rubber band guns, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot you with my ray gun.
There's some pretty sick, nasty rubber band guns though.
Oh yeah.
Like
fucking people are creative as fuck.
machine guns.
Yeah.
and fucking rubber bands.
You can crank something and it just fires, just rubber band after rubber band. But it takes it's a bitch to load though. Imagine rearing one of those.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to load up one of those.
I was gonna say something.
Oh yeah, this is something I had in my phone that I thought was interesting. Back to the animal names. There's a wasp, I believe, that's named after every house in Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, so there's like a Targaryen something. It sounds like Targaryen
Really?
wasp and
Wow.
a Stark wasp and everything. So
That's pretty
I
cool.
feel like that shows you the amount of just the pure amount of goddamn species there are on this planet
Yeah.
that
They're
looking for
they're referring to a
References.
goddamn show.
they're looking for references to name because they
Jesus.
literally ran out of
Yeah.
like serious.
But
fucking
what
names.
a fucking series have influence on people that will create or name bugs after them. This is a made up series, and they've influenced somebody enough to name some bugs after them.
You know what's crazy? None of these animal names mean anything. They're just
Nah,
fucking
they're just-
concepts.
Yeah.
Like to the
Because when
outside
you-
world,
yeah.
it means nothing.
How many different beetles do you see? But you're still gonna go up to a beetle and say, "Hey, that's a fucking beetle." That's not.
Yeah, to the
that's not
regular
like a
person.
Targaryen
Yeah.
beetle. That's just a fucking beetle.
That's
Whether it has 3 horns, blue, red, black, it's a fucking beetle.
Then you want to talk about that's just animals. You want to talk about fucking plants then?
Oh, dude, that's a bush. That's it.
Dude, I can't imagine the amount of names they have to. It would be so difficult.
That's why fucking pussy lips bush exists.
Pussy lips and bushes. There's a tree. I think it's in central Germany. They did a. This has nothing to do with names, but they did a study to see if animals know, like, have a sense of. I don't know if it's a sense of self, or it's a study to see how aware this certain tree was of itself and how it can use defenses to save itself. And so they took this leaf and let a deer eat it.
Yeah.
So a deer took a piece of this leaf and left some of its saliva on the leaf, and the leaf was able to recognize it had deer saliva on it and that something was eating it, and so it made itself. The rest of the leaves made himself taste bitter to the deer, and the deer didn't want it. But then they took a leaf from the same tree and just snapped it in half with no saliva.
Yeah.
And instead of using its energy to make itself taste bad, it used all the energy just to rebuild itself. Because in its brain or whatever the fuck it's got going on, it's like, okay, the wind just fucking hit me or something. Nothing tried to attack me. And so let's use our fucking energy to rebuild instead of tasting bad.
See, it goes back because I don't know if this is on a podcast or if it was just us talking, but do you remember when I said beavers? You asked me a question where beavers are in like the evolution. Mm-hmm. Like I think beavers will eventually become us, but they're just on a very, very low side of evolution right now. Uh-huh. Trees are evolving. Everything is evolving. It's just the rate that's different.
Yeah.
You're telling me trees are fucking learning how to self-consciously... Not self-conscious. They don't have conscience, but they're...
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we don't.
Shit.
We don't. We just cut them down. But, that's ridiculous.
Do you think life has meaning? Like, you think what we're doing here is meaningful?
I don't know.
I think it's meaningful.
I think we all serve a purpose, and that purpose might be very big.
Yeah, surely we'd know to understand it.
I think if I do have a purpose on this earth, I'm minuscule. It's a minuscule purpose because everybody has a part to play. Mm-hmm. Whether you're homeless, you're rich, you're a 9-to-5, or you're an entertainer, you're serving a purpose for the human race to continue life. And I think that's the ultimate goal here. It's just to continue the human race. Because eventually, it's not just going to become the human race. There's going to be the Martians, to say. There's going to be other solar systems that come into play. Mm-hmm. Because as soon as a baby... Oh, I saw this. This was mind-blowing to me. As soon as a baby is born on Mars or some other planet, on your birth certificate, you have to put Earth.
Dude, what?
So, like, if one baby was born on Mars, now you have to classify what planet you were born on.
Oh, the other people have to put Earth on their birth certificates. Yeah.
Wow. So Martians, you would have you're on your birth certificate, born on Mars. If you were on Earth, you would have to have born on Earth.
Dude, imagine being that first. Imagine how famous the first person who's born on Mars is going to be.
Bro, just...
They're probably going to be the most famous person in the history of humankind.
Just immediately. Without a doubt.
And they're going to wake up and have, on their birth certificate, they're going to see Mars and have no idea what that means. They're going to have no idea what Mars and Earth, what the fuck does that mean? Who cares, dude? It's just... Yeah. I think he or she will be more popular than any human that's ever lived, I believe.
Yeah, I would say so.
More than Genghis Khan, more than...
Because he didn't earn his fame. He was born into it, so to say.
Yeah, just because of circumstances.
But. And that circumstance is going to live with you forever. And it's not like you're Kim Kardashian's kid. Like, they were born into fame, yeah, sure. But you're going to be known as Kim Kardashian's kid. And if Kim Kardashian does shitty on something, you're also going to be known for that shitty fact. Mars... You're just born on fucking Mars.
Dude, surely there's going to be some interesting shit that happens. I hope I'm alive by the time this starts to get rolling. But I can't imagine. I mean, I could imagine. What if, once we have our little population on Mars, they could do whatever they want. So let's say some fucking cult gets all the power. They're on a different planet. Literally nothing we can do about it. I mean, maybe a space force is created by the time.
We already have a space force.
Yeah, maybe. I bet they think about this, that they have security before they increase the population of another planet.
But there's no way you can have the same enforcement, law enforcement, on a different planet that's here. Come on.
Or that they'll have the same values of us on Earth. Maybe the first person born on Mars will be the leader of all the other people born on Mars. And he'll be a fucking king, and he'll do what he wants. Like an old-time fucking
the old-time
Babylon or something.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
That's what I do. And then they'll see the first guy born on Mars as a god, and that'll be their religion down the generations. It'll be
the first Martian.
Mars and Earth.
And then from there...
Dude, I wish I could live the next 1,000 years. That'll be cool.
Yeah. I eventually want to die, but I would definitely want to live more than my lifetime. That'd be cool.
I hope we get a watch or do something.
Yeah. That or this is all just a game. Death is only the way out of the game. Who knows? We could wake up in a fucking bed with goggles on.
I think we're gonna going to quote unquote wake up in the next stage of whatever this is.
Dimension? You know what the biggest thing?
But I think everything that we have in our universe is only makes sense in this universe. So once we go to the next place, dimension doesn't mean anything. Yeah. None of these things mean anything.
I think this is my not very thought out theory. I think when we die, we would go to the fourth dimension. Yeah. Because think about it. Right now we're in the third dimension, and we have recollection of 2 dimension, which is a piece of paper, like if you're drawing a piece of paper, and then 1 dimension is just a dot. We have recollection of that.
We understand.
And as soon as we take off, like as soon as we die, we go to the fourth dimension. I mean, we already understand 3 dimensions, but as soon as we go to 4 dimension, then we'd understand 4 dimensions. That's like
all that comes with 4 dimensions.
It's the next step.
which is new, which isn't just space and time. And
it's everything.
Whole new
which is also kind of to back that up. Think about spirits and how they can kind of physically mess with you, but they're not physical beings. It's almost like something. Like a spirit is like passing through you, or a spirit is like, I don't know. It's weird to describe. But it if you watched Interstellar, imagine that fourth dimension creature, like in the ship when they're going to the black hole or they're going to the other planets, and you see that creature in that hand, that dimensional shake between Anne Hathaway's character and the being on the other side. Imagine that was like a spirit.
I'm excited. I'm not excited to die, but...
Nah, not at all. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's on the other side.
Yeah. I'm terrified to see what's on the other side, if there is another side. Like, I feel like the closer I come to death...
The scarier it's going to be.
I don't know. Like, I'm going to be like, oh shit, here it comes. I kind of hope I go out...
Quick?
This is going to sound bad. I hope I go out unexpectedly. Like,
Me too.
I hope I get like fucking at an old age.
Yeah.
T-boned and I'm instantly gone. I don't want to know what's coming.
I'd say old age, you just die in your sleep. But you have there was nothing leading up to it. There was nothing causing you sickness or anything. It's just it was your time, and that was it.
You know they didn't give Bob Saget a tribute at the fucking
Really?
Oscars. They didn't even mention him. Wow. The great Bob Saget.
Bobby Boy Saget. Is it about that time?
Yes'm.
All right, this is exactly why days don't even exist, and if you can get rid of days altogether, you're going to be a lot more productive in your life. So days are completely made up. You call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, me. You have all these days that you're looking forward to or not looking forward to. But when you understand that the 7-day calendar is nothing but a trap to keep you enslaved, then you actually start freeing your mind a little bit more. And I do this all the time. I don't look at days by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because every day is shaded. Every day is tinted. So a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't want to do anything today because it's Sunday. Oh, it's Monday. I got to be depressed. And so the word itself is just a day, Monday or Tuesday, but it's actually a representation of a bunch of emotional and habitual patterns that we go through. So if you can look at it for what it actually is, which is every single day is a brand new day for the universe, Everything in the universe is experiencing this brand new day together. The first time it's ever been here. No one's ever experienced this brand new day before. It's literally brand new each and every day. But you don't realize that because you're like, oh, it's Tuesday. Well, no, in terms of the universe, it's a brand new fucking opportunity. But once you eliminate the days and live every single day just as a day, a brand new day, instead of putting yourself in these same patterns, you start to free yourself and free your mind.
I don't understand why I think we should name days as just numbers.
I think, dude, if
I wake up and it's
nah,
2:48, I've never experienced 2:48.
Yeah.
No one's ever experienced.
and
Today's
you look
2:48.
forward to 2:49,
Uh-huh.
and then 2:40 or 2:50.
But it's like, this is day 248. This is the first time anyone's ever experienced, and this is never gonna happen again. Day 248 will never happen again. I think if we name them like that, people have more of like a
oh shit, time
conscious.
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
I like this comment though. It says, "Except I've got to go back to work on Monday." Top comment. Just shit on them.
Oh, nah, dude. But I would so be down. I think everybody should have their own day count, and that's how many days away from birth you are.
Ooh, I feel like that might
you would be on 600. I don't know what you'd be at.
I think that would be a little confusing in terms of like if you go to school, like logistics wise.
Yeah,
just
but like
business having to know what day it is. Everyone's got to be on the same page,
maybe we have like a universal day. Maybe like even years.
Like
dude.
and
I mean,
we do it with the year.
Years are this. I feel like the same way, are they not? As the days of the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with years, they're numbers, and so that's why around New Year's, everyone's all excited and everyone has like a new
resolution,
fresh, motivation, motivated attitude.
Yeah,
because like, oh, this is 2022. This is never gonna happen again. Everyone's experienced 22 for the first time. What if it was New Year's every single day? Let's do it. So
why don't we have like even months? I would if I could choose to get rid of our system, it would be getting rid of days of the week and months. Because months come with seasons, and seasons come with, you get the seasonal depression or whatever it is. I would just say let's just have 1 through 365 days labeled throughout the entire year. Yep. And then after that, it resets on January 1st. But there would be no January 1st. It'd be 1.
It'd be 1.
Here's day 1. Here's day 2. Here's day 3. So it'd be day 276 of year 2022.
Yeah.
That to me sounds like a good plan. But now we're locked into this. But yeah, I saw that, and I've been trying to think that every day's new.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
It's like the slowly incorporating. Hey, don't think about yesterday because it's been here in the past.
Yeah, like all those cliche sayings.
Yeah,
it's kind of difficult, but yeah.
But it's a mindset, and as soon as you get that mindset changed, Slick Rick.
You got one?
So we all know that Jesus or Christ checks are a great option for at home. But what if you're trying to get straight up blessed on the go? Got the body and the blood. Whoa. It's sacrilegious.
The body and the body and the blood.
What do you say, Jesus?
Jesus?
Or Christ checks.
Christ checks or Jesus.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I just thought it was funny as fuck.
Drinking.
But here's like
Put this out.
educational one.
Put this out. It's the excessive drinking by county. Basically, everything that is dark blue, the more blue you are, the more drunk you are. And if your state is white, if your county is white, that means you're not drinking at all. I'd like to draw your attention to fucking Utah. Is it legally dry? Like, can you not even get it in Utah? That can't be, right? I'm sure that certain parts of Utah are dry, but it's not like the whole state doesn't have alcohol, right? That would be like goddamn illegal in my mind. There should be like a constitutional law that like you can limit, but you can't like not have alcohol. That's fucking ridiculous. So fuck Utah, man. I'd like to draw your attention to Wisconsin. Wisconsin is borderline black. It's a dark blue. That is like midnight navy. And the tweet I saw said you might think that there's one single county there in Wisconsin that's dry. That's actually a lake.
But yeah, I thought that chart was ridiculous because you could see pretty much
That's
North Mid is all dark.
surely that's not real, dude. So that's where all the Mormons live, right?
Yeah, Utah, that makes sense.
This is the birthplace of fucking moonshine, dude. I don't understand that. Like maybe it's not 1892 anymore, so there's no hillbillies living in the hills.
But I feel like Louisiana and Georgia, that's a high drinking area.
The Appalachian Mountains, dude, that's where fucking moonshine was made. And the Kentucky River, where Wisconsin, or not, where whiskey started being a thing. That surprised me. That's all.
Maybe those people don't drink; they just produce and then send it up
Sell
the
it.
Mississippi, and just it all goes to Wisconsin or not Wisconsin up there.
Here you go, fucking Milwaukee. Yeah, dude.
That's ridiculous.
All the Mormons live in
Utah.
And isn't that where they practice? Are Mormons one that practice polygamy?
I don't know what that is.
Where you have more than one wife, and they're all cool with it.
Don't know.
Hey, we need to either
Join the Mormons.
Hey, look at me. We either need to normalize lying to people, or normalize polygamy.
But
Normalize one of them.
But polygamy is, I think, an old term because that's strictly for men having more wives. I feel like it's just an open relationship at that point because you can't.
No, it's not. They don't.
How many women do you think are gonna accept the fact that their man is sleeping with 14 other girls?
There's a community out there.
Well, yeah, but how many of the rest of us or how many women outside of those people do you think are gonna accept?
Now your options will be limited.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking there's a big enough community, man.
Nah, dude.
I want 3 wives and they're all cool with it. And they don't have any other husbands. I think that's the thing with polygamy.
Yeah, that's the controversial part of it. Is there's no. It's only.
It's not
the
modern
man
polygamy.
gets the man gets the wives and the wife doesn't get more than one husband.
Yeah, it's a very old idea. I'm about it. Start a fucking group.
Here Tyler is on his cult shit again. Let's go primitive and have all the wives.
All of the wives.
Okay. That's all the TikToks I had. We can't talk about this, but I think that's old news.
Oh, Chris Rock getting fucking
Yeah, Chris Rock getting rocked by Will Smith.
I'm just gonna play this audio on my phone. This girl is fucking ridiculous. Look. Shit.
You have a time limit on TikTok? You gave yourself a time limit on TikTok?
Fucking time limit just came up.
Wow.
That
first
girl-
of all, that girl was that was a
It kept going and got better. But
yeah. You have a time. I can't believe you have a time limit on TikTok.
Dude, I can't. I looked at my.
You gave yourself a time limit.
Dude, I can't be
Is it
spending
just TikTok?
2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be spending 2 hours a day on TikTok.
You can't pull yourself out of TikTok?
I can, but I notice if a screen pops up, I'm more disciplined with it, and I'm like, okay, I can't do TikTok anymore. I'll do a Spanish or a French lesson. J'habite à Bordeaux, and I'm speaking French like a goddamn Frenchman.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to kind of go to French or some European country just to kind of test our waters with our language. You more than me.
Oh yeah, I'm taking a bitch. Hey, best believe when I figure out French, I'm taking all the shorties to Paris.
Oh, dude, you don't need to take anybody to Paris because you'd be a foreigner out there. You would be the one that everybody wants.
Oh, like
the
French women?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You go out there, and you're exotic.
I'm the American boy.
Yeah. That can speak French
Mm-hmm.
with an American accent.
Je parle français. Oh, man. Oh, dude, you know that fucking... This is going to be a little bit of a longer one.
That's
but
fine.
fuck it. There's a shorty on TikTok, and she's French. The most adorable fucking girl. How she, like... She's got a heavy, thick accent, and she tries to...
I may have seen her before.
pronunciate English words and cities.
Yeah.
It's
I've
just
seen that.
instantly attractive.
Yeah.
So if I have an American accent out there in old La France,
Yeah.
dude, all of the French.
I was about to pull up his phone like he was going to find the TikTok, but yeah.
But I got a time limit.
He's got a fucking lock on it. Does that time, like when you set that, are you done for the TikTok for the day?
Yeah.
So you, how much time do you have on TikTok?
30 minutes
So you limit yourself to 30 minutes of TikToks a day.
a day. Well, yeah. It's a lot of just trying to build self-discipline and doing stuff that I simply don't want to do. But you could, like...
You can, okay.
I can easily ignore the
Ignore
limit, go one more minute, remind me in 15 minutes, or ignore it for today.
Okay. How many times have you pressed that button?
Recently, quite a few.
Really?
Like I have. I've been pretty
Ballsy.
bad with it, but...
Well, maybe you're restricting yourself for too little time.
Yeah,
maybe,
and I thought about that.
Maybe try like 2 hours to start off with.
That's a lot. I think
But hear me out. You start with 2 hours, but you have all day to spend those 2 hours. So then you're consciously thinking, okay, give me 2 more TikToks, and that's been 30 minutes. So then I have 4 more, or I have 3 more of those. But then after a week or 2 weeks, you bump it down to an hour and a half or an hour.
No, I think I
You
need
gradually
I
go
need to
down.
gradually work it because my consumption a day I think was like an hour and 30 minutes.
So maybe try an hour.
Yeah. Still, that just sounds like when you sit there and think, okay, there's 24 hours in this day. I'm spending one of those
24.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just on TikTok.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Not eating or making food or doing over.
Yeah,
or
that is. That's a
or
lot
playing
of
video games.
times.
That's purely TikTok.
That's just getting useless information
An
added to your
hour and a
brain.
half a day.
I'm not gonna lie, I spent probably 45 minutes to an hour laying in bed watching TikToks as soon as I woke up. I probably woke up at 9, sat on TikTok till about 10:45 or not 9:45. Told you, hey, look, we're ready, and then went back to TikToks.
It has helped a little bit because I will be like in the morning, I'll be watching TikTok. I'm like, okay, if I want to be on TikTok tonight,
Yeah.
I got to get off.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever
30
go,
minutes?
I don't think
little,
I'll,
maybe.
I don't think
tough,
I'll
but-
ever put a lock on TikTok, but sometimes I'll be self-conscious, like, man, I've been sitting here for a while.
It's more. I feel like it's more of a reminder. It's like, hey, you've been on TikTok this long.
So you're using it more as like, hey, you've been sitting here a while.
You're around.
Yeah.
Because you don't. When you're going through TikTok, you lose all track of all
Oh,
time.
yeah.
So it's kind of like a reminder. Hey, you've been on here about 30 minutes today. Let's
Yeah.
wrap it up, Tyler.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up, Tyler.
But then you could also go back tonight and do another 30 minutes, so to say.
I do whatever the fuck I want. I can
Yeah.
ignore this limit.
You're a fucking adult.
I'm 23 goddamn years old. All right.
Yeah. Can I talk about one more thing?
All right. Go
One
for
more
it.
thing.
Go for it. I'm done, but go for it.
On the topic of traveling and kind of going back to not the van life, but traveling to a national park of our choice for this trip. I started looking up a couple places, okay, and I want to pitch one to you,
Okay.
and I'm hoping you're interested enough to where you might be able to take a day or two, maybe.
So is that
off,
far?
Off work? No, that's far.
Oh.
That's why we went a couple more days. 1 for traveling, 2 to stay a little longer. First thought was Alaska because I was reading a book and it took place in Alaska and they were talking about the aurora or the northern lights. I was like, fuck, that'd be fucking cool. But then I was like, okay, what is someplace we can't drive to? We can drive to Alaska, it might be far, but what's someplace we can't drive to? And then I thought Hawaii.
You were to Hawaii?
I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to
You're
Hawaii.
to Hawaii?
And I looked up tickets.
Uh-huh.
Round trip, $600 to $800.
That's not bad.
And it's a big park. There's one park, so we'd cross Hawaii off the list.
Yeah, it's just the volcano, like
Yeah,
Hawaii
yeah,
volcanoes
yeah.
or something.
We stay there. We get, we spend a day or two at the park. We get the food.
Mhm.
We sit at the beach. We do their customs.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Just something to think about. But I was very interested in Hawaii.
Right.
Plus, it would make my mom jealous because she's always wanted to go back.
Oh, she's been there?
Yeah. Her and Dad went for their
Honeymoon?
15th year anniversary.
Oh. Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it. Till next time.
Much love.
Adios.